All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So yesterday was the Jets and Falcons preseason week 2 matchup. Jets walked away with victorious 24-16 final score. But after the game, Robert Saleh had his, typical post-game presser, and he said something that's really, really interesting. This upcoming game against the New York Giants is going to be treated like a dress rehearsal, and the starters will be playing against the Giants Sunday at 1 o'clock, August the 28th. Okay, now we take a look at the first two preseason games against the Eagles and the Falcons. We didn't really see a ton of starters out there, right? With guys like Carl Lawson and obviously Dwayne Brown, the veterans. We didn't really get a lot of action, okay, especially yesterday, right? In that Falcons game, on offense, I counted 2 starters, Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. Defensively, a little bit more: Quan Alexander, LaMarcus Joyner, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter, Quincy Williams, and Jermaine Johnson. I know Johnson's not slated to be like a day one on paper starter, but I don't envision Johnson just to spend the season on the bench, right? Or just come in and play, a couple of snaps every week, right? I do see Johnson getting significant playing time because at the end of the day, he was a first-round pick and he's coming in at a pretty big position of need. So I think it's interesting right off the bat, because if we look in the past, it's always been the third preseason game where the starters got the majority of the work, whether it's, a full quarter, a full 2 quarters, and then that fourth preseason game was the determining factor for a lot of the bubble players, positional battles, things of that nature. But now, with the extra regular season game and the 3 preseason games, it's looking like the Jets will be rolling out their starters. Okay, so it should be really interesting. Of course, something to note, the Jets do have joint practices with the Giants earlier that week, so there will be some familiarity there. But I think when it comes to the veterans, for me personally, I would really just take the approach of minimal effective dose. Let's get these guys out there, let's get them the reps, get them, some chemistry together on the field going up against another team in a, dress rehearsal in a game fashion. But you don't need to really push the envelope. You don't really need to have these guys out there for an extended period of time. That's just my opinion, though, right? Get them out there, couple drives, a quarter, maybe a full second quarter, and then pull them. I think with the younger guys, it is a different story, though. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, all the rookies, the majority of the second-year players, and of course the positional battles. So guys like Ashton Davis and whatnot, linebackers, Jamie Sherwood, Najee Dean. I want to see a lot of playing time for those guys. But I think for me with the veterans, I'm still playing it safe. I know it's, hey, one more preseason game left before the start of the regular season. That Ravens game is right around the corner, but injuries could happen at any time. Will it really make that big of a difference if Joe Flacco's out there for 2 quarters as opposed to 3? I don't know. Probably not. Same could be said with Dwayne Brown and everything like that. So I think, again, I'm really taking the approach minimal effective dose for the veterans. Just get what you need from the coach's perspective and then get them out of there. Okay, but that's just my take. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong or anything like that. I would love to hear yours down below in the comment section. I think something else that's kind of important to talk about here, the team that the Jets are playing, the New York Giants, in their second preseason game, they had a couple of injuries. Rookie Darian Beavers out for the year, torn ACL, and then with Kayvon Thibodeau, somewhat of a similar situation with Zach Wilson. Not so much the injury, because KT got hit low by a Bengals tight end, but the cart came out, he wasn't getting up, and then he popped back up, and it's, the initial speculation was this is a serious injury. Giants fans just football fans really held their breath all across the world, because everybody's excited to see Kayvon Thibodeau play. But after everything came back, it's only going to be a couple weeks, okay, much like the Wilson news. Or injury, rather. So I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for the joint practices. It should be a ton of fun. But I do think that health should take precedent over reps, right? Over experience. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.